Art Scene, a program of things thought, created, and seen.
So in my process, it's traditional painting, so I don't use too much technology, I would say. The most sometimes I'll do, if it's a larger piece, is I'll have a projector and mount it on a tripod, and we'll do that to get the drawing done. But that's really just for efficiency's sake, because if needed, could still just draw it, freehand. But the technology, definitely, I have some friends who do a lot of digital pieces, and for sure, once upon a time you had to work on like a big desktop like what's behind me, and I have a friend he's doing full commission works on an iPad, So it's definitely changed things, I would say, for sure. So I typically work from photographs, but this piece actually is interesting because this one was actually done from life. So I actually had a rose, I could show you the pictures of. It was just right in front of me on the desk. And so I was working from life, just looking directly at it. So what's funny is when I first started, it was actually alive and vibrant, but you'll see closer towards the end here, it's kind of beginning to wilt. Even being able to work with the mentor I have, that's the technology right there, because we have good artists out here, but some of the education that you would need to really take it to another level, you might not have access within the island. So even just being able to work with EB online, without him, this would have, maybe in 10 years I still probably wouldn't have reached this level. But there's more in watercolors that I've done recently, like this one now. It's actually a friend of mine. We just took a trip and took some pictures. She posed for me and got this nice piece here. And what I love about this one is you can see the watermarks. You can really see the paint working. So you see these soft spots here, or the watermarks as we call them. You can kind of see some of the pencil lines too from the drawing, the original drawing showing through. And just the subtle blend of colors there, you can see the marks in the lip, underneath the lips there, by the nose. And I think that's what makes watercolor special, these very thin, translucent, layered colors that create this overall piece that you see here. One of my favorites, actually, favorite watercolor pieces is this piece here. It's another friend of mine. And this, well, it's special to me because it was the spot that we actually got the reference image for this. It's actually no longer there. I think they're building some apartment complexes. So this was, a moment of history, I guess you could say. I like it because it's quintessentially Jamaican. There's the palm tree, there's the bright sun, which I hope which is conveyed. But, it's not too obvious, I don't think. This one is more of a close-up. So in this one, you can see the level of detail I'm talking about. So with the eyes, the eyebrow, the nose, the mouth, the earring, you don't really see that in that big piece with the building that I'm currently working on. But this is typically how a lot of my commissions will look. So this kind of detail. Well, I try and balance it because art is what I've chosen to focus on, as career. So the commissions are definitely important. There's the earning side of it. But as an artist, you always need the personal pieces to balance it out, because the commissions, they're done to specification for a client, what they want. But in your personal pieces, you can kind of experiment and try something new, test out a different technique that maybe client would say it's a little bit too bold, too risky. So I definitely do both. Some of the experiments don't really make it online on the Instagram or so, but definitely a part of the practice. This one is special too, because I'll show you. So in the wall here, to get this texture, we use salt actually. So we'll put salt on the paper and then paint over it. And what will happen is the salt will absorb the color. So you'll see in the kind of darker spots, that's where the salt will pick up the color. And those light sections, you didn't have any salt there. But there was this was my first time using the salt. So there was a lot of back and forth and doing and redoing. So you can actually see there's some parts where the paper is actually, lifting up, which I think it works nice for this texture in the wall. I thought it'd be interesting to point out. And of course, just the color and I think the depth in this piece with the dark skin. And it's never just a single color. I try to avoid that. So you can see subtleties of like purple, there's blue, there's black. So it's vibrant, it's alive. That's how I like my work.
Art Scene, a program of things thought, created, and seen.